right, welcome to the podcast, Cash on the Hood. My name is Jason Sauer. I am your host. But before we get started, I need you to please like, share, subscribe to this podcast. Let your friends know that Cash on the Hood is the best place to get art, hustle, and a little bit of demolition derby. This week, we have a treat. We have a very full studio of the Most Wanted Car Club. So, Most Wanted Car Club started right here in Pittsburgh, and let's start with some introductions. To my left is...
Hi, I'm Kai. I got a 77 Cadillac. It is called the Pittsburgh Pirate Ship.
What's up? I'm Jesse. I've got a 98 Lexus.
Hi, I'm Leach. I'm not from around here, but I drive a Las Vegas themed Subaru.
Hey, I'm Breeze. I've got a Armada called the Kraken PGH if you want to follow.
Tom Mex. I have a 1977 Mercury Marquis. She rides low.
Nice.
I'm Shannon Kenyon. I have a 2005 Pontiac Vibe, and it is the Camp Vibes.
I'm Brandy. I've got a 1985 K10 square body short bed.
Hi, I'm Jill, and all of Breeze's cars were mine first originally. And I'm the club seamstress.
Oh.
Truth.
All right, so we got the introductions. We want to just figure out why people want to spray paint their car and be a part of the car club.
The vest.
The vest,
The vest.
The people that ask you why you did it.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
right?
Paint your cars.
Yeah. Why be normal?
Why be normal?
Just like all day Chris at the gas station.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's fun to be weird.
It's true. Every time you're in an art car, you do make friends at every gas station and nearly every red light.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, you do.
That's something I had to teach my mom was why is everybody staring at us? All right. And I'm like, you're in a parade, Mom. Get used to it. Start waving. So now I got my mom trained where she'll lean out in traffic and pass out postcards to people
Nice.
and outside. So she's hollering out the passenger side of my truck.
I hate when you forget to wear sunglasses and you accidentally make really hard eye contact with a stranger that's looking at you.
I like watching their mouths attempt to read the writing on. They're like M most. You know what I mean?
And then there's usually a smile right after.
Does that
it,
say
like a
Mountain
thumbs
Dew?
up.
Or you forget that you're even in a painted car, and you're like,
Yeah,
why is this person
I
staring
do
at
that
me?
all the time.
Yeah, the inside of the Vibe is very normal, so I forget. I'm like, why is everybody looking at yeah, it's a rainbow, that's why.
Right?
That's
It looks cool. So for my friend Greg who's listening there in Ohio, Greg is the chapter president of the Midwest of Art Car. So I'm thinking Pittsburgh has pretty much became the East chapter of Art Car, right here. So it started, I think, in a basement in Dormont, right? How did this car club start?
I don't know. We basically, you had a painted car. I wanted a painted car. So we painted a car.
You gave away free beer at your art studio?
Well, I mean, we had Sickles painted his car, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then we hadn't had the name Most Wanted Car Club yet.
We
You know
kind
what I
of
mean?
just came together. We tried to we had to have something to bond over besides most wanted fine art.
Right.
And then
Yeah.
Sitting around the
vest.
basement bar
Who got
helps.
the first vest?
I think Breeze did.
Was Breeze the first vest?
Yeah.
Me and Blaze were like,
Me,
let's get right.
me, Leach,
Let's get rockers,
you,
bro.
and
Nice.
then the girls,
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
and then
So-
everybody else.
Yeah. Salute Jill for being the seamstress. Jill has sewed, if that's a word, sewed all these.
I have
vests.
sewn them all.
Sewn. Oh, it's a hard end.
Oh, but you got to shout out Jesse because he legit made his hand sewed his, and then I sewed the inner lining.
That's the first thing that most people see about the car club is they're like, they're feeling a certain way. Some people are like, oh, I'm not in a club, but like then they're like, I really want a vest.
Yeah.
Right? I know when we hang out in the yard, everyone in the neighborhood's like, I gotta get one of those vests.
Yeah.
Airplanes.
Yeah, yeah. We were thinking, all these car clubs, they have members only jackets with the fancy, the old timers and the 50s style. And we're trying to make it look a little tough and cool at the same time. So I think it's actually working. I'm not sure.
Well, I think, too, the important thing to remember is that all of the vests are different. In some places, they're all the same. whereas each of ours are individual to us
Unique.
and kind of unique to the car itself.
Yeah, I don't think there's one vest that's the same. I mean,
No, there isn't.
The rockers are the same.
The
basically.
rockers, but even the rockers are different. Yeah, everybody
different
chose
colors.
their own colors. Mine are
You're
purple.
There's really no
nice.
rhyme or reason.
Well, I mean, it's part of the art. I mean,
True.
Right.
it's
That's
because
true.
it's art club, so we encourage individual expression. You know what I mean?
Individuality.
but also
Yeah.
team effort. Right?
Yeah.
Team. Yeah.
So as a
Yeah.
collective, yeah,
It's
it's,
great.
it's like being on the wrestling team. You're out there individually, but you're part of the team.
I prefer hockey team.
I thought it was the showers. That was the part of wrestling.
For the record, nobody gets a singlet.
Whoa! No, everybody wants a singlet. Come on, impossible.
So, Christmas gift idea for
But we all
everybody.
get those
Right.
singlets.
Most wanted singlets.
Most wanted
Oh,
singlet.
my God, I cannot wait to order
I thought it was
Glad I
sweatpants.
kept my receipt.
Nice.
That's ace. So if you're hearing the bell, that's for a good joke. Good burn. It was good
There's one
burn.
in every house in this club.
Right?
Need a mic for the bell.
I think it resonates.
So while we're here, we're going to salute our man Brian running the board back there. Brian has the Cinema Psycho show. You can follow it. It's nearing 300. I've been saying 300. It's eclipsing. We're closing in on 300 shows for Brian. So if you get a
want
chance,
number one,
check that out. So I know that a bunch of the car club's going to want to talk about movies with Brian. That's for certain. So
sounds
salute him. Salute Gerardo back there at home putting these videos together. So Tommy came up with an idea for you guys called competitive talking. All right, and right now you're being pretty quiet, aren't talking over top of one another.
Let's go.
We can do this.
Oh, man.
So who has run out of gas in their art car?
No.
None.
I totally broke down on the bridge that one time.
Kai totally broke down on Veterans Bridge. He held up traffic.
We actually.
We broke down
the
getting
Lincoln-
ready to go on the Liberty Bridge.
Yeah, the Lincoln blew a
Oh,
belt.
the belt broke.
Yeah,
That was-
belt broke on the way back from Jason's art gallery about 6 years ago or something.
It was fun calling AAA and telling them what color the car was.
I had that once.
blue.
Yeah, in Buffalo.
Red, white, and blue. Abe the Lincoln.
I was
Yeah.
tuned up in the back seat of that car.
I had to push my truck through an intersection once.
Right? No, that's what it's normally everybody's second car is what their art car is once they
Yeah,
the car that they're not
something
they-
that's paid off.
yeah something that's
Usually-
paid off. Yeah.
Running at the
Usually,
time,
except for Jason, who buys an $80,000 pickup truck and paints it 2 days later. So he's insane.
Right.
I was literally put wheels and tires on that yesterday. Since June 2nd, that thing was inspected, and you got it that week. It was 2 miles. There's 17,000 miles on that truck already. You put 17,000 miles on a truck in less than 6 months.
Derby season.
I mean, yeah. For every 2 you put on, I put 200.
You're amazing.
Yeah, we got a lot of
travels.
driving to do. Yeah, we got to go to Outer Banks this week and then Miami with Kai next week. So we'll put a lot more miles on that truck. But she looks good. Thank you, Leach, for putting those wheels and tires on.
That's fine.
It looks flat. It
Leach
looks
does
great.
free work for anybody, so make sure you look him up and get your car there. He'll do everything you need right on time
All the beers, all the Miller Lights.
for free.
I can't roll my eyes hard enough.
I was trying to give him cash last night, but he wouldn't take it. And I'm like,
you
Brandy's
try
gonna
putting it on
want
the
you
hood?
to. I just broke
He
it in
gave me a
half.
bunch of fives. I was like, he gave me a stack. I'm like,
Well, I wanted the money to look good today. I wanted to look like we had a lot, you know.
I actually asked him if he tried to give it back. I was like, please tell me you didn't take that.
he had no other choice.
I know.
He put it in his underwear, that's why.
Well, I mean, it's
He left it on his dresser.
that's true. That's so true.
I mean, you were at my house while I was.
Judges,
Delayed.
All right. So, what does someone have to do to get a vest to you, Jill?
Just bring it over and tell me what you want done.
Do
A lot
not
of
give
times,
out our address, please.
I will not.
Unless you're
I will
selling.
not.
We'll take
Brian
free
can
stuff.
bleep it out, or we'll just.
No.
ding it out.
Well,
No, I mean most people you gotta get your rockers first, and you gotta earn those.
You gotta get
You have to
carpeted
earn
too,
them. But then just bring me the vest, and I'll put the rockers on. You bring me what patches you want. Tell me where you want them.
Put money in the pockets.
Yeah, put money in the
that works
pockets.
best.
I
Just some
consider it club work.
thank
So,
you.
yeah, it's a donation. So
And if you don't know where you want the patches, Jill is very good at arranging things. It's her art form.
right.
I remember her doing mine and Shannon's, and we kind of fumbled around with the patches for a little bit, and Jill said, "Hold on," and she took them and made some magic out of it.
Yeah, they are pretty cool.
Thank you.
So what we did is we needed the center patch for the vests, and we got a price for the embroidery. It ended up being like what, $75 per
pop.
embroidered.
I'm the only one that said I was
bought
gonna.
cars and painted them. What's $70 when you're
I
driving?
was
Right,
ready to do it, but everyone else is cheap.
Well, we're all kind of artists, so not everybody has that $75
We
bucks.
pull.
Breeze.
I'm not rich either.
Remember the term "starving artist"?
So we
Financially
printed Car
responsible
Club
artists.
T-shirts, and we cut out the shirt. And
Yeah, I
then,
cut
then you
'em
do
out.
a process to the shirt, right?
Yeah, so I cut out the shirt, and then I put basically like a double-sided tape adhesive. You have to iron it on, and then you iron the
Stiffens it up.
yeah, you iron
like
the
saying
thing
that.
back on, and then I sewed it to the vest. So I basically turned it into a patch.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And it's called an applique.
Yes,
Oh,
thank
that's
you.
what I was looking for.
Thank
I was looking
you.
for the smart.
Fragile.
I know
Nice.
stuff.
I love how rowdy we were right before these mics were actually turned on. And we're like, so an applique.
How do you spell
We're
that?
get Jason in trouble.
How do you
Right.
spell that?
Applique. Google it.
Oh, dude, I know how.
With a QUE.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't speak French.
the English major over here.
So our friend Dan there in Minnesota, what he did is we sent him the links to the rockers.
Right.
He went and found his own vest, and then got it sewed on. So
was awesome this year, seeing
it's
it
kind of a collective and a collaborative effort to get these vests on you. You know what I mean? But you got to do some of the work. Breeze is going to send you a link, and you're going to have to like pick out your rockers on that link.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's on Amazon. I can help you out.
Right.
I
So
already
he
bought
sends you
one.
the
I think I
link. You
bought
pick it
all of
out.
them- almost all of them so far.
I
At
think
least 6 or 7.
I think some of the fun part is making up a name for your car.
That's true.
Kai, what's the name of your car?
Pittsburgh Pirate Ship.
Why is it called Pittsburgh Pirate
Because
Ship?
it's a land yacht.
It's painted like a damn pirate.
How long is it? Tell us how long.
I don't.
Tom Hanks
I've
took a
never met-
picture
I've
with that
never
car.
measured
Can we
it.
just address that
I've
for a
measured
moment?
it. It's 22
People
feet.
tell me it's pretty large.
Yeah, the girls are always impressed.
I've heard that about Kai.
He's got
It's a
22
construction
feet.
standard.
Kai,
Yep.
Tom Hanks.
Tom Hanks, yes. This car is famous because Tom Hanks touched it.
I don't think you ever
Yeah,
touched it.
steal
I
it,
think you
but-
get close enough. You got
Yeah,
close
it got
to
a
it.
lot of likes on whatever Instagram.
Instagram.
That was pretty fun. We were,
Superfly Kai.
yeah. Kai was, he was working with us that day, and then all of a sudden, his phone and my phone are just blowing up, just like bam, 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 bam.
Have you seen this?
Yeah, I was like, God, Tom
you get
Hanks
to
took a
meet Tom
picture with your
Hanks?
car. I know this car.
It was actually on jack stands at the time too. But
It looks cool.
Do you think
It-
Tom Hanks wants a demolition derby car? You want a demolition derby
Yeah, should
car?
we call out
Tom
Tom
Hanks,
Hanks?
look at me
He
right
could be
now.
car-
I will
car
give you
club.
this year's car.
He can be
Raise
honorary
your fan
member.
ready for you.
Yeah, T. Hanks. Let's do
make
it.
him a vest.
Let's
Fine
do
as
it.
Tom Hanks.
I think he's going to be in Pittsburgh.
Oh, that's
on
right. He is your
Thanksgiving.
Yeah, it's
ex-best friend, remember?
Hanksgiving.
Yeah, the
Hashtag Hanksgiving.
Hashtag.
Hashtag Hanksgiving, man.
I'm just saying.
So,
Hold the tank.
nice. Well, Breezer had one of the very first art cars, which was Abe the Lincoln.
I had one before
Oh, no,
that
no,
too.
no, no.
Yeah, you had the Expedition.
Expedition.
But
That was
what's
supposed
so
to be-
notable about Abe the Lincoln was it had a number 16 on it.
That is right.
Who knows?
Anyone know? Everyone in
I
this
do,
room
I
knows,
do, I
but most
do.
people in the world
That
don't.
was
was
my
dated in
car,
2016.
actually.
No, that's because Lincoln was the 16th president.
Oh, I felt really
Lincoln
bad
was
for
the
America
16th
that day.
president. I would never remember that if it wasn't
That
for
car
that car.
was a history lesson.
It really was.
I
That
had
car was
people-
a history lesson.
I'd
Yeah.
ask people people would ask me, and I'd say, "Well, what do you think?" And they'd be like, "Oh, I don't know." And then I'd be like, "It was the 16th president." And some people said they thought he was the third.
That's what I thought. I thought
felt
he was
really
the
bad
third.
for
God bless
for
America.
Some people. Pennies, I'd say, I don't know, there's probably at least $20 worth of pennies on the roof.
Oh, I'd say more like
Super
50.
glued, more,
Well, I
more.
offered money to children to count them, but they would never count them. So
Lazy
I
kids.
enjoyed when you smashed that car and the pennies were flying everywhere. That was
Yes.
pretty
that
fun.
was awesome.
With the
I
flag
always-
out the sunroof.
I
Uh-huh.
always said that when we were driving it around as an everyday driver. If somebody hit us, like all the bystanders were going to get hit with pennies flying off of it.
Every once in a while,
Be
as
like
you
a
were
slot
driving, you'd hear one fly off and bounce off the back of the hood or hit the ground.
You hit a pothole.
But then,
That was the
if you do want to, if you do want to take a
windshield
look at it, it's Abe_the_Lincoln on Instagram.
There you
So
go.
it's still
Get good at
alive.
this.
The
There
car's
you go.
dead, but it's still alive.
Yeah.
The hood is in the driveway.
Abe lives in our hearts.
It has a shirt.
Yeah, he has his own
does have a
shirt.
Pittsburgh
Jason
shirt.
designed his shirt.
Nice.
It's pretty cool.
So we have a lot of states that we're going to talk about in the next episode that are part of
it's
the car club.
States.
You know what I mean?
Nationwide, buddy.
Yeah, we're doing really well. We got full North
International.
America now.
I think
you
we have a
know?
whole continent.
Yeah,
don't
we
we?
got we got Canada
North
and
America
Mexico.
covered.
We'll go through that list, but
I love Canada. They took
so
my truck.
what makes an art car is it's decorated of sorts. So an art car isn't necessarily like our art cars, which are spray painted. Art cars are kind of considered a visionary art piece, where there's a dude named Clark Bedford out of Maryland, Virginia region, and he has his vehicles look like steampunk. So he has like
Yeah.
all those things welded on it. He's got
Is that
like
the Vandora?
Van Dora,
That thing is awesome.
exactly.
He has a fireplace in the back
So
of it.
if you look up the Orange Show in Houston, there's an art car parade. There's an art car parade also in Colorado, where these are some of the bigger places. So I'm hoping this year we start thinking about going to Houston as a group. I think it's the end of April,
That'd be sweet.
and we be a
Might
part of
have
the
to tow
parade.
some of these cars, I don't know.
I was going to say, you want to tow my truck out there?
They might not, they might not
Well,
make it.
if I've learned anything, is we buy something when we get there,
Yeah.
paint it, and bring it
Yeah.
back.
That might
Get
be a
something
better
rust-free and bring it back.
Yeah, I'll make it a derby weekend too.
Right?
Yeah.
We'll,
We're
get,
going to need a couple
Like,
trailers.
we'll all
We gotta
buy
collaborate.
minivans.
25,000 miles.
That's a good idea.
You could always paint something in the parade, like
That's a great idea because it has a whole week in Houston.
Painting while
And-
parading.
Because most of
Hell
these cars
yeah.
are like pretty junky because they're the second, it's your second
driver.
car. You know what I mean? So they have police escorts in Houston because we need an art car tow truck other than my tow
I
truck.
thought that
Oh,
was
my
just
brother does drive a tow truck. Let's go, Norm. Get out of here.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
All
they
right,
tow all
Norm, we're
these art-
calling you out.
Let's go.
Well, yeah, your brother's pretty cool. He's towed a
tries.
lot of art cars.
Yeah, he's definitely towed a couple cars in this group.
He's towed my toolbox.
Yeah, he towed my big giant van. He towed my other crew cab. He's towed them all.
Yeah.
Bless his heart.
Yeah, the Lincoln a couple times too.
Mm. Now Jesse has 2 art cars running right now.
3.
3?
Yeah, in
three,
his house.
but only two run. One's
It's a stationary
one's his
piece.
girl.
That's an $800
Yeah, one's a-
Ranger from a couple
yeah.
years ago.
$1,200
Smash it,
into
smash
it.
it.
It's sitting there. Nah, it's
Ford
gonna be a
Ranger.
camp truck for a
Is that
couple
the
years.
Space Ranger?
Yeah, it's gonna be a camp truck for a couple years, and then hopefully I get another 2 years out of it, and then we'll derby it.
That's the spirit. That's what we like. That's when they don't pass inspection anymore. Is when we start wrecking them.
And they got
What's
holes
on
in
the
the
Space
frame.
Ranger, Jess?
It's got Buzz Lightyear on the hood, the 3-eyed alien. Jason did some really cool space scenes down the side. It says Space Ranger down the sides. Got the MWFA on it.
MWCC.
Yeah.
Yeah, the car club.
It's definitely a statement to see a bunch of painted cars rolling up together. Not just the vests, but like a
Yeah.
parade of painted cars. You're like, whoa.
I
It
love
is
the
fun.
parade.
Like New Year's
Yeah.
Eve.
I love
We've
it.
done that New Year's Eve, right?
Head
Yeah,
start.
we got New Year's Eve booked again this year, so we do first night
Yeah, we're
downtown
real.
Pittsburgh.
New
Yeah.
We've been doing it for I don't know 6-8 years now, and so we help bring in the new year with our spray painted cars.
Yeah, and then we start,
Throwing
just running
candy.
from car to car. We need more candy this year. We ran out within like the first block.
Yeah.
We need more candy and more lights.
Yeah, we need to make
Yeah.
a trailer with the kids on them so they can throw the candy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And be nice.
We should give away all our secrets.
We
for
need to make a
New Year's Eve.
Why
float
don't we
for
get a
the
salt spreader
kids.
and
We
just fill it
do.
with candy.
Oh, that'd be
Oh my
sweet.
gosh.
Yeah.
Tootsie Roll.
Ideas are
A
rolling.
salt spreader full of Tootsie Rolls. Just
No, you just
blasting people.
you just fill it with nerds.
So much fun.
You fill it with nerds. They're basically like rock salt.
Oh, yeah. There we go.
Juju
Lemon
hands.
heads.
Get ants.
Nice. All right. So while we're talking about how great the car club is, car club saved Christmas last year, and I think everyone as a group really felt like we managed to pull on something.
It's good feeling.
Like it was good feelings, right? Like
Yeah.
doing some community service. I don't know how to say, like, we delivered toys and as like Santa as a group.
Underprivileged.
Jackets, backpacks, all kind of stuff.
So
In the art cars.
So
In the
anybody
art
who's listening at home,
Candy.
we're setting up donations year round for saving Christmas. So as a group, we load up the car. Everyone gets a list of addresses to drive to, and we drive to those addresses and drop off gifts. I think this year though we're doing like a trunk or treat. We're gonna have this conversation after this, but I'm gonna kind of let you know right now what we've set up is instead of us delivering them, they're gonna come to us this year, and we'll have presents out of our cars.
That works.
Nice.
So
I like that.
we're gonna kind of organize that, but as a group, that's something we're gonna do going forward, like as our community service
Are we
efforts.
gonna all like drink and go shopping again? Because that was fun.
That can be
You know,
arranged.
Getting lunch where they have a bar and eat lunch and you just walk over and hit Target. And you're like, well, we're buying all 72 of these, and that was
We need to go somewhere else this year.
Yeah,
like
if
the-
we do that.
Yeah, go somewhere a little cheaper and get more bang for your buck.
Well, I mean, I have an idea where if people want to
Always
donate
has
to
good
us,
shit.
what I'd like them to do is, if they can, buy a gift card from a local place
Sporting goods, maybe,
or a
barbershop,
local
anything.
mom and pop.
Restaurant.
Yeah, small
Somewhere in
businesses.
Pittsburgh.
That way, the
something
small businesses get some activity from the first purchase, and then activity from
Yeah,
whenever
art supplies,
someone comes in. Yeah,
Matchbox cars.
We're all small business people.
right. I mean,
So-
so what we've identified this year is that we need gifts for the 11 to 17-year-olds. Like, it's easy to get gifts from 10 and under, so that's like toys and whatever. But 11 to 17, that's a group that's kind of left out.
It's a tough age.
And that's something that, so it's clothes, but it's also just gift cards for clothes, gift cards for things that they may need from Best Buy, whether it be chargers,
Headphones.
headphones. Those are things that are
Barnes and
I have
Nobles.
a kid that age.
books. Exactly. So that's something we do as a group. So for anybody who's listening, we appreciate any donation or effort
We will
or
not use it to
volunteering
ship a
that you
car
want to
to
do. So
letting you
that's
know.
I'm just my little shout out for you guys.
I mean, if you want to give us money to ship a car to Houston, we're in.
That's a whole different.
That's another account.
Yeah, that'll be a go fund us.
Right. Right now, we're doing it great as a group. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Go
Um,
team.
Go team. Yeah. Ding. Ding. There it is. That's a good one.
Raymond speed.
There we go. Oh,
So we're well traveled as a group. We've been really holding it down in Minnesota lately, haven't
I
we?
love Minnesota.
I love those guys. They're so
Texas is awesome.
they're so nice to
I've
us.
heard it's great.
Yeah, Tim Johnson.
No, we're jealous. We want to go.
You want to come
All
out
right.
and shiver for 3 days?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
love those
so-
Minnesotan accents.
I'll go in the
That
summer.
was southern.
So you want to go into spring? There's one in April.
He moved it to May. So
oh, it's
we
May.
got-
It'd be even nicer.
So we got May in Minnesota and we got October. I'm sure it's
Yeah,
gonna be
it'll be
freezing.
It's still going to be
I'm
cold.
trying to
there.
plan the wedding around Derby season because if I have it during Derby season, nobody will come.
Just get married.
Just get married during the week.
Get married.
Oh,
Wednesday wedding, alliteration. Yes.
Thursday, Friday.
Take the whole week.
Party
off.
all
Wednesday
weekend.
wedding.
We'll start the wedding
Oh,
at 7:30 in the morning on a Tuesday.
That's married on
I got
Wednesday,
vacation
smashing
days.
on Saturday.
Yeah, we're starting a new trend.
Tuesday afternoon.
New trend.
Yeah, and the hotels will be cheaper that day.
Right?
Right.
That's what
We're
I
the
want.
first people to get married on a Tuesday.
Or you could just get married
Like a
at
think
the
tank. We're just
Derby.
coming up with
No.
ideas everywhere.
No.
Destination wedding.
Destination
We're
Derby.
going to
wedding.
Yeah.
We're gonna turn the movie theater into a honeymoon suite.
Texas compound becomes a wedding chapel.
He is a registered preacher.
Aren't you?
Here comes the
I'm an internet
So
reverend.
Aren't you?
Yeah, I'm ordained. Where I used to work, they said we're going to be open Sundays. So I went and got ordained so I didn't have to work Sundays. That's $40 I ever spent.
The clergy parking tag came in the mail with a book called By the Power Vested in You.
I still haven't read it.
Sounds like a
I renewed my parents' vows at the beach. in
It's
2020.
basically an instruction manual.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
That's it's amazing who all you can marry on that list.
She, he, she.
Wait,
I'm like, all right.
I'm
this
like
is all the
Wiccan.
same.
You can't marry yourself though, right?
I don't. Let me. I'll
That's
check.
a challenge.
She's been married to herself since grade school.
It's a Quaker thing.
Hit the bell.
Like not yourself personally, but you can say, I love you, I want to marry you.
Okay.
And there's totally. This is the bunker. I mean, this is your basement. You got the bar over there.
Yeah,
They're
it's a
sitting
little,
that
little
over
too
here.
bright to be the bunker.
Only-
It is a little
There's
too
no alcohol.
bright.
It needs to
I
be
got a
more
30 pack in
hazy
the truck.
But hey, I like what they did with the ceiling here.
Painted it black.
Yeah.
Is there a song about that?
Right?
The podcast talking about. I like this room. Audio.
She likes podcasts too. She should know.
I do. I listen to them all the time. True crime, baby.
Have you listened to any Cash on the Hood yet?
I have. I listen to all of them.
Really?
Yeah.
You're the one. Thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
I mean, I need more because I binge the stuff while I'm at work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've had some good ones. We've
I
had
listened to 'em
Steven
all in one
Sickles
day.
and Marty Warhola. Yeah.
Yeah, that one was cool. I wish I could have been here for the Marty Warhola
You
one.
can
That
always
was
go
pretty
down
cool.
to his place and
Just go
talk to
over
him.
and
Yeah, true that.
We'll-
True
we
that.
got
Can we just shout out to TY here for a
Oh
second?
yeah, we're missing.
He's
TY.
on the screen. He's here in spirit, but
Where's
like I
TY?
keep looking at him and I'm like,
see him?
"Hi, TY."
Right. Wish he was here.
Where is he at?
We're gonna make a
He's
calendar
babysitting.
with him.
Watching
Watching
babies,
babies.
not making babies.
I don't know what he's doing.
He
I
should
was
have brought
told
the
it's not
babies.
babysitting if it's your babies. I don't know.
It's called parenting.
Shayla told me.
That's what your wife said to
he's
you.
watching
She's like, it's
I
not
think I-
babysitting when it's yours.
I think I've been told that once or twice. Before.
But it's the best way to describe watching kids.
You're just
Yeah,
parenting.
or tending to the children.
Okay, Gigi.
I thought it was just it's me and the littles. Got the littles.
Right?
Speaking
There we go.
Energy in this
Off the
All right.
Let's go, Jason.
Well, come on.
Well,
We've entered leech speak territory.
all right. Well, I think that was good for episode 1 there, guys. You think so?
We're done already?
Well, says the clock.
Says the clock.
All right. So listen.
Shout out TY.
Shout out TY for everyone who was listening
Decker
and made it
Hill.
all the way through. I really appreciate y'all listening to Most Wanted Car Club, the first episode with us together. So please like, share, subscribe. Cash on the Hood on all audio platforms, and I really appreciate you guys listening. I appreciate the
Excited
Car
for the
Club
second
coming in at 7:30 in the morning and really throwing down here at StudioME.
Oh, yeah.
Salute Gerardo Castro back there in Mexico making the videos
Danielle.
pop, and of course, and his buddy Danielle. And of course, our man Brian Cottington pushing all the buttons. Without him, we don't have a show. So I appreciate it. Stick around. There's going to be a second episode of this wild group.
This will be interesting.
Go team.
All right, go team.
Good team, yeah.